Jaja.
No problems.
Everything's good, everything's good. So really today, all we want to do is come find out a bit about you and about your music career, where it started, what inspired you to start with your music career really. So yeah, if we start with where it began for you.
Well, music began, I grew up in a music background, family was music orientated, so from a young age, it's not really been, for me, I've always listened to music, but for me, when I started getting into music, it was more for issues that we had around at the time, family issues, things that was happening around me, so I put it into kind of like poem format. Now first like a diary format, then poem, and I started trying to rhyme the words. I didn't take it seriously at first, until I got a bit more into my teens. And that's basically how I started. It came from like issues that we had in our family household at the time.
So you found it a way to express yourself in the beginning?
It was a form of expression. I didn't think I'm gonna try to take it seriously. Just like, you know what, it's like my own secret. We got those diaries. You know, females have their diaries. That was like my little secret. Write it down, write my true feelings that I'm not really gonna tell anyone, but this is how I'm feeling. And that's how I started getting more confident, and it started coming out in poem format. That's how I started music.
Okay, and in 2009, you had a track that went nationwide in HMV and everything else. Was that an album?
That was an album. That was Streetway.
Yeah,
that's like my first album. Yeah, that's my first album, Streetway.
And how did that feel to have that out there nationwide?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. It's got to a broader audience, and say so that more people have started knowing about me, and it's got music out there to a whole new audience. So yeah, it was good. It's an achievement coming from the underground local area into the mainstream, into like a more mainstream market. So yeah, it was good. It was good.
And did that open new opportunities to you once it got out there mainstream?
Yeah, from that album I got like a lot of documentaries and interviews, and it was in the papers, and a lot of stuff came from the album. At the time, also had a book out, so it kind of all generated out the same thing. So yeah.
Okay. And what was the book called for anybody who might be watching this?
The book was Streetboy as well. The album was called. The book came out first called Streetboy. The album came out afterwards called Streetboy. So it's branded it all the same, and that's kind of like that whole kind of project. This book and the album kind of brought me more into. I wouldn't say that the whole mainstream market, but into a bit above the underground level into a mainstream market. So it was like half and half. It kind of brought me into.
Okay. And generally, again, for anybody who hasn't picked up the book and doesn't know what it's about, what's inside of that book? Is that personally about yourself? Yeah, the book's it's a journey of
7 young boys, and how they go through society, the problems they face, family issues, and a bond. And that's basically the book. The book shows you the rise of PDC, how it started, how it all came together. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm saying it's a real story. It's not like fabricated story. It's just a real life story.
And obviously, for anybody who knows you, they know that when things really got on top, you took your time to turn everything around and make the difference.
Well, it was I just tried to change the cycle that was happening.
Yeah.
A lot of in my community, like it's called. You do crime, go to prison, come out, go to prison again, probably end up on drugs. Have a couple of kids they don't see, and the cycle continues. So you know what? I think it's time someone broke the cycle, tried to like build our community and try to like just kind of like build an empire and try and get into like try and grow on an economical level and build something. That's what I just done it.
Okay. And obviously some people would have caught your appearance with Danny Dyer. And obviously there, Danny paid respect to your lyrics, so you had, I think it was more lyrics than Eminem, or something along those lines. So how was the time with him that you spent with him?
Danny's cool still. It was good. He was with me for around 3 days, and he just followed me around, and yeah, he just kind of entered into our world and just saw what we do, and like just came, saw how police treat us, just what happens day to day in our lifestyle.
Okay. And I have to ask, is that George Foreman still sitting in the box?
George who?
The George Foreman in the kitchen, is it still in the box?
Yeah, it's in the box.
Still not used?
That's not used, that's not used. That stays there, I can't cook, I'm the worst. See, what you saw there is real life, that's how I am. If I'm hungry, I'll go and just want to eat some cornflakes.
Yeah, no, I didn't notice, and even that, the milk didn't make it to the bowl.
I'm real, everyone knows that, I'm like that. Yeah, so like I'm a takeaway king. I'm saying it's like
Probably shouldn't admit it on camera, but yeah, I'm not the best cook myself, so that's alright, it's fine. Okay, and so coming up to date a little bit, what are you doing with yourself at present?
Well, we got the project we're working on. Obviously, the record label is just getting much bigger as we every year. It gets bigger and bigger. Got a lot of artists we're working with: Butterfly, Marcus, Devious, Jaja, myself. Yeah, so just doing the label stuff. We also got an online radio station, PDC Radio. That's online. That's doing very well. It's got cut off a little bit because we're trying to add things onto it, make it a bit better. So by the end of this month, we're back on again. We're also going to make that by next year that be on DAB and on FM as well. So we're taking from online onto a broader audience radio station. We also just opened up a new studio facilities. And yeah, we've got a short film called Lesson Learned that I'm working with a guy called Barry from Queen Cartel. That's started a lot of UK artists in that on Conan, just to name a few, and a lot of artists on that film. I'm also working on a bigger film, the book Streetways, with some cool directors and yeah, so yeah.
So we might just see you on our TV again soon?
No, in the film, I won't be in the film. Anytime you see me, it's going to be for documentaries or being radical, because that's what I do.
Okay, because we did see that random little appearance on Sky News the other day.
Yeah, so yeah, they do what they do. They cut a lot of my interviews short like that because I do speak my mind and I'm a bit. They call me radical, so I don't get that much airtime on interviews such as that.
Okay, I mean, I personally think it's a good thing to speak your mind. But have you ever come across any sort of situations where it's sort of not been such a good thing for you?
No, I speak my mind regardless anyway. You're never supposed to. I don't think the time when it comes, you should never speak what you how you're feeling. That means you're lying. And I mean, you're trying to make someone else feel happy. Like, that's not. I don't really see that. I don't really see the good in any of that.
So you wouldn't lie just to make someone else happy?
I speak my mind all the time. Don't like it, then you can go and do something. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Do one. That's what you're going to say, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And you mentioned your radio sort of thing that's there online. Is that all sort of genres of music, or is that?
It's like basically hip hop. Because I don't really. It's not like pop's radio station. We do play a lot of commercial tunes, hip hop orientated pops, like hip hop. Yeah. Like that's in the charts, like hip hop kind of songs like that. Play a lot of the R&B on there. Might have a bit of grime or something like that. But yeah, it's kind of like all over still, but not. I wouldn't say it's like a pop radio station. It's like the average mainstream that you hear now. It's not like that kind of station. It's more stuff that you wouldn't hear on radio get played on our radio station.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate to that because Rebelnaturetv, we have 2 radio shows on Life FM ourselves, which are both hip hop. One is American hip hop, and then the other one focuses purely on up and coming UK artists. But again, grime does creep in sometimes because there are still a lot of people doing it. And, you know, there are some good grime artists out there.
Yeah,
but on the subject of grime artists now, is there anyone that you would say stands out to you?
Grime? I like a few grime artists. I don't really listen to that grime music, but there's a couple of artists that I'll listen to and think, oh, he's alright. Yeah, like there's a couple of them. I tell you, like the Dirty Goods.
Okay.
I think he's alright, yeah, I think he's alright. Who else is there? I think he's alright. I like Ghetto as well.
Yeah, I'd say. Definitely.
I like the P Money guy. I like P Money. That's about it. I think from that scene. There's not like I don't like a whole bunch of them. I think that's a few. Like,
but there are a few that stand out.
Yeah, there's a few that stand out that are alright. That I will say, yeah, they're cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And so, in terms of your music, I know you've got a couple of videos out there. When did you release your first music video?
Wow.
That's good thinking.
I think our first proper video, that's when Channel U first came out, we released a video called Up the Skirt. That's when PC, I feel it was 2005 or something like that. 2004 or 5.
I must admit, I found some videos from sort of, well, let me see now, back 2007, me and my girlfriend. And
that was just that was in the first one though. That was like a few after. Yeah, the first one was like 2005. 2005 when Channel first came out. That's when our first video came out. Yeah.
Okay. And I noticed as well you've done some sort of collaborations with other artists.
Yeah.
I noticed obviously K-Coke's there in your video.
Yeah, I've done tracks with loads of artists. It's K-Coke, G Fresh, Low-Key, Malik, D-Block, Mr. Fab from America, who else? Sway. I think I've done travelling with most artists in the UK. Most of the good ones anyway. Yeah.
Okay. And in regards to collaborations, would you look to collaborate with new UK artists if somebody stood out to you?
Yeah. You know, like, yeah. If I like any artist, I'll collab with them. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a problem, but it's not like I'm kind of fussy with the kind of music I like. I'm more like a deep thinking kind of soulful artist. I like that kind of music, so all that jump up stuff is not really me, so yeah. So more of a message. If there's a message, even I do songs sometimes with just chatting about the shit, but sometimes songs I just sometimes I mean I maybe just talk, so they say girls, not cars, sometimes I just want to see just in that mood. And that's just my off chance moods. Like most time I'm a deep thinker, so I'm always in deep moods. And most of my music reflects that, and like most of that has a message.
Okay, now there is one line that I did pull out of one of your tracks, and I feel sorry for the girl that gets my deadly semen.
Yeah.
What on earth was you thinking? What's going through your mind when that line came out?
Because if you it's a thing where like I'm saying like say if it is my children's mums, I'm saying well I feel sorry for the people that have my baby and the baby comes out, just if the baby comes out like me as well, and I'm in this kind of state now. So that's why I say well I feel sorry for the girl that gets my deadly semen. That's what I mean by that. It's not like it's not nothing crazy like that. It's just like you feel sorry for the person that has your child, and kind of if the child becomes like me and it had this same thought process, wow, that's a lot to handle. That's hard work. So that's hard work. That's why I said that. I feel sorry for the girl that gets my deadly semen.
Okay. Yeah. And you do have a few kids though?
Yeah, I have 3 kids. Yeah, my kids are cool. Yeah, my kids are cool.
Okay. And finally, I think just before we finish up, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the public, something that they may not know about you?
They don't know about me?
Yeah, something that maybe Rebel Nature can take away and say, yeah, that's exclusive. We got that. You know?
When I write lyrics now, I wear glasses. No one see me with glasses. I'm a bit blind. So when I'm writing, sometimes I have my little glasses on, like little school teacher glasses.
Well,
no one hasn't seen me with those before.
Okay. See, I'm not going to knock that because you see, I've got mine.
Yeah,
I'll be blind without them.
I've got something like that as well. I got my little writing glasses.
You got the Prada, yeah?
Put the one down there. You're doing this thing. Mine are just normal, like standard school teacher glasses. You know what I'm saying? So you're going over things.
But do they make you look intelligent? That's the question.
Yeah, no, they're not intelligent. Right? Yeah, they look the part still. So that's a little secret.
The only thing I'm upset about is that we can't get picture evidence.
No way, no picture evidence of that. That's the secret thing still.
So I'll have to believe you when you tell me where then. Okay. Right, well I think we're going to leave it there. And obviously thank you for taking your time to see Rebel Nature today. And obviously a big shout out to Marcus from Head to Head as well. I know he called you the other day.
So we got Marcus.
That's it, okay. That's a wrap.